Hello everyone, hope you all are doing good. So today we'll discuss loan rescheduling. So let's understand why, or you can say why there is need to do loan rescheduling. So when one party gave loans to other party on flexible terms, so where the user can change the terms of loan. For example, if he wants to change the rate of interest, periodicity, etc. during the duration of the loan, so in that case we need to reschedule the loan payment. So the loan rescheduling can be done in these cases. The first is rescheduling the periodicity, when we need to reschedule the loan payment due to change in periodicity. Now for example, let's suppose if the person who was paying half yearly installment earlier, now let's suppose he wants to pay a monthly installment now. So ultimately we have to schedule the loan statement, fine, because installment amount also change and the interest rate also changes due to change in periodicity. Then the second is rescheduling the rate of interest. Rate of interest, as we know, is depend on the market condition. So as the interest rate changes, the installment amount also changes. So we have to reschedule the loan payments. Then the third is rescheduling the rate of interest and periodicity. When we need to reschedule the payments, or you can say the loan statement, due to change in the both the variable, that is the rate of interest and periodicity, both are changing. So in that case we need to reschedule the loan statement. So let's understand with the help of this question how the loan rescheduling can be done. Now you can see here in this question, Mr. A, who borrowed a loan a sum of rupees 10 lakh at 12% per annum for a period of 10 years, repayable in equated installment, and the terms and conditions provide that the loan repayment can reschedule by reducing the interest by 1% after 3 years. And Mr. A exercised this option of rescheduling, and the banker agreed to reduce the rate accordingly. So we have to prepare the loan sheet, assuming that 30% amount is repaid in first phase. So in that case the total amount is we have given, that is 10 lakh, and the rate of interest, that is the 12%, that is remain for the 3 years, but after 3 years it will reduce to 11% due to change in the terms and condition. And the time period we have given is 10 years, and it is assuming that 30% amount is to be repaid in. Now let's start with the solution. So in front of loan amount we will write 10 lakh. Then rate of interest is 12% and the time period is 10. So here we have two phases, that is the initial phase and the second phase. So before we proceed further, the first we need to prepare the types of payment table which reflects the various options and their corresponding values, and we need to sort this table by going to the sort and filter option and from A to Z. Now we'll move to the initial phase. So in the initial phase we have to make the list option to reflect the choice. So we place the cursor here, we'll go to the data, we'll go to the data validation, we'll go to the list, and the source will be this. Then you can see here the drop down option is there, so you can choose any option. Now we have to reflect the choice also, so I am using here VLOOKUP function. So we want to look up the value of this cell from this table and the value of column number 2, then enter. Now the period in the initial phase is 3, fine. After 3, because the rate of interest is changes, fine. Then amount to be repaid in the initial phase is 30%, that is given in the question. So that will be equals to this multiplied by this. So the total amount to be repaid in the first phase, that is the 3 lakh. Then the effective ROI. So how do we calculate the effective ROI? So it is equals to the rate of interest in the initial phase divided by the periodicity option, then enter, and the number of installment will be equals to this period multiplied by the periodicity option, fine. So we have to pay 6 installment if the option is half yearly. Now before calculating the installment amount, we need to calculate the balance left in the loan amount after the initial phase. So make the periodicity option here also. Again we'll going to the data, then data validation, then list, and the source will be again this option. And okay, so here the periodicity option is here. Again I am using the VLOOKUP to reflect the choices. So again this value from this table and value of column number 2. Fine. Now the period will be the 7. Fine, because 3 in the initial phase and the rest balance left is 7, so that will be in the second phase. Now the ROI is reduced by 1%, so new ROI will be 11, and the amount to be repaid will be equals to 70%. Right? So here the amount that is to be repaid in the second phase will be equals to this amount multiplied by this total loan amount. So the 3 lakh we are going to pay in the initial phase, the rest 7 lakh we are going to pay in the second phase. Now again we need to calculate the effective ROI in the second phase, so that will be equals to this new ROI by the periodicity option. Number of installment will be equals to the period multiplied by this. Fine. Now we'll calculate the installment amount first in the initial phase. So again we are going to use the PMT function. So the rate will be equals to the effective ROI, and number of installment will be the effective number of installment, then present value. Now here we are starting with the loan amount and we are ending up to the 7 lakh, because here at the end of the initial phase we need some balance is the loan amount. So here we will write minus this loan amount. Fine, we are starting with the 10 lakh and we are ending up with the this minus this. Fine. So we have started with the 10 lakh and we are ending up with the this minus this. So at the end of the initial phase the balance left should be 7 lakh. So इसलिए हमने क्या किया, minus 10 lakh और 10 lakh minus 3 lakh. So मैंने यहाँ cell referencing दे दी in order to make the calculation simple. Fine. Let's suppose if you want to change this option, that is the amount to be repaid is 30%. Let's suppose if I want to change this to 50%. So ultimately the installment amount is automatically changed. Fine. So enter. So this is the installment amount. So this is coming in dollar form. So I'll make it in general and I am reducing the decimal also. Now we need to calculate the installment in the second phase. So here again I am going to use the PMT. Rate will be the effective, NPR will be this, present value, now present value will be this, that is minus 7 lakh. Then okay, so the installment is coming out to be 72,995. So I'll make it number. I am reducing the decimal here. Fine. So in this way we have calculated the installment in the initial phase and the installment in the second phase. Now you can note it down here. The installment is positive. Fine. Why it is coming out to be positive? Because we have used the minus sign at the present value of the loan amount. Now we need to calculate the total number of installment during the duration of the loan. So that will be equals to the number of installment to be paid in the first year plus number of installment to be paid in the second year. So the total number of installment to be paid is 20. So in this way we have calculated the installment in the initial phase also and the second phase also. Now with the help of this information we'll prepare the loan statement. So in the first year we have to write first year. So in the first year the opening balance will be equals to the loan amount. So we need to select this 10 lakh, then enter. Now for the interest, now as we know there are two interests in the initial phase and the second phase. We have to use the formula in such a way so that we cover both the phases. So here I am going to use the f function. So is equals to f if this serial number is less than and equals to number of installment in the initial phase, that is the 6, which is fixed. So the opening balance should be multiplied by the interest, or you can say the effective rate of the first phase, which is again going to be fixed. Otherwise, the opening balance multiplied by the effective ROI of the second phase again, which is fixed. So in this way we will calculate the interest. So I am repeating this formula again. What we are saying here, अगर ये serial number total number of installment paid in the initial phase which is equals to 6 है, तो कौन सा वाला इंटरेस्ट यूज करें? फर्स्ट फेज वाला, दैट इज 0.06. सो हमारा फॉर्मूला क्या होता है ओपनिंग इंटरेस्ट को ओपनिंग बैलेंस मल्टीप्लाई बाय दिस विच इज गोइंग टू बी फिक्स्ड. अगर नहीं है मतलब 6 से ज्यादा है तो कौन सा वाला इफेक्टिव आरओआई यूज करें फॉर द सेकेंड फेज. सो एंड ओपनिंग बैलेंस मल्टीप्लाई बाय द इफेक्टिव आरओआई ऑफ द सेकेंड फेज. सो इन दिस वे वी हैव कैलकुलेटेड द इंटरेस्ट. नाउ वी आर यूजिंग द if function again for the installment. So is equals to if this serial number is less than or equals to again the number of installment in the first year which is again going to be fixed. So कौन सी वाली installment use करें? Installment of the initial phase, that is this again which is fixed. Otherwise कौन सी use करें? The installment of the second phase, that is this. Fine. So here what we are saying, अगर number of this serial number अगर less than है number of installment to be paid in the initial phase, so first phase वाली use करें, otherwise second phase वाली, then enter. Fine. So यहाँ पे 1 is less than 3, so ultimately उसने कौन सी वाली use करी है? First वाली. Fine. Now how do we calculate the closing balance? This is the simple, that is opening plus interest minus this. Why I am using the minus here? Because the installment amount is positive, so ultimately this is the outflow of cash, so that should be deducted. Fine. In this way we'll prepare the all the item in the, we'll calculate all the values in the first year. Now we'll calculate the value of the second year. So here I am using the garbage cleaning, so is equals to if this serial number is less than total number of installment which is fixed, then it should add this plus 1, otherwise it should be blank. Fine. So this formula we have again, like we have already used in garbage clearing. So what I am saying here, agar if this serial number is less than total number of installment, then it should add plus 1, otherwise it should be blank. So enter. So when you drag it, you can see here so you will get the value till 20 only. Fine. Now in the opening balance again I am going to use the garbage cleaning. So is equals to if this serial number is blank, then it should be blank, otherwise opening balance will be equals to closing balance. So this. Fine. Now for the interest, what you can do for the interest, you can simply drag this cell to the second cell और apply garbage cleaning here. Fine. So मैंने कुछ नहीं किया, ऊपर वाले सेल को ड्रैग कर दिया. अब मैं यहाँ पे garbage cleaning लगाऊंगी. So is equals to if this serial number is equals to blank, then it should be blank, otherwise जो हो रहा है होता रहे. लास्ट में जाके you have to put one more bracket. Fine. The simple way, drag that interest column to the second cell, then apply the garbage cleaning and close or put one more bracket at the end. Fine. So this is the interest. In the same way for the installment, just simply drag it, and here I am going to use the again the garbage cleaning. So if this serial number is equals to blank, then it should be blank, and I'll put one more bracket at the end. Fine. Now for the closing balance, I'm going to use the garbage cleaning. So if this serial number is blank, then it should be blank, otherwise opening plus interest minus closing balance installment amount. So enter. Fine. Now if you select this second row and if you drag it, you will find all these values. So first I am reducing the balance. Fine. So again I need to select it. One second. Okay, this is changes. I will make it in the general form, and I'm now, it is by default it is changes, so let's keep it here only, general form. So you can see here at the end of 6th installment the balance should be left in the closing balance will be equals to 7 lakh. So यहाँ पे 7 lakh है, and in the opening balance of the second phase, as we know the second phase start from the 7th year, so 7th year this 7 lakh is here, and the end of this 20th, see this is almost equals to 0 because it is coming out to be E. Fine. So in this way we prepare the loan rescheduling. So first again you can select all this value and you can reduce it. So now you can see here at the end of last installment the balance is coming out to be 0. So that means you have used the formula in a correct way. So this is all about the loan rescheduling. Thank you very much. If you have any doubt, please do contact. So thank you so much. If you like this video, please do like and subscribe the channel. Thank you very much.